check if there's any monkey scent left on some objects. He quickly shows him the items he got from the rock. Doggy nods and says he did notice signs of a battle in the ravine, and considering Simp also got injured, it makes sense Snaky had a fight with someone. Doggy then sniffs one of the items, some furs, and confirms that it's from an ice soul bear. He explains the bear's special attributes and adds that its strength should be around the late stage of Foundation establishment. He checks the bloodstain and confirms it's also from the demonic bear, saying he caught its scent on the way here. Then, with full detective energy, he explains that the bear is maybe about 30 miles away. Snaky listens carefully while Doggy explains that the bear is super touchy and attacks anyone who dares step into its turf. Anyone dumb enough to cross that line gets chased till the end of the world by that bear. Hearing that, Snaky gets annoyed and says the monkey is really cunning. He adds that if he had kept following the trail, he'd probably be lying dead on the ground by now. Then Doggy opens a tube, sniffs the contents, and looks confused for a second. But soon, he reveals it's the scent of a snowstorm monkey. He explains that the scent is weak, and the monkey's cultivation level is at Foundation establishment. However, he also guesses that the monkey might have been injured earlier, which could be why it seems so weak now. Snaky then gets serious and asks if the monkey is somewhere nearby. Doggy quickly denies it, saying that within a 100-kilometer range, there's no sign of that monkey. Snaky frowns, wondering if the monkey ran off to some new place. But then he glances at Doggy and softly wonders if there's a chance the demonic beast's concealment technique fooled even Doggy's nose. Hearing that, Doggy gets offended and asks if Snaky is trying to question his skills. Watching them argue, Milky silently thinks that Snaky is starting to act more human, while Doggy is turning more and more into an actual dog. Meanwhile, far away from Snaky's hideout, the Monkey King reaches the area where the Elephant Clan now lives. As he observes them, he realizes the entire clan has migrated to this new location. He stops walking as the elephants look at the monkey and recognize him as the same old monkey who once saved a young elephant back in the day. One of them nods and recalls how the leader had even gifted him a tusk at that time. The monkey's clearly not here for a tea party, though. And just then, the elephant leader walks forward, greets him as a friend, and asks if he's in some kind of trouble. The monkey nods and explains that 2 snakes and a human barged into his territory and wiped out members of his clan. He says he's here to ask for help. Hearing this, the elephant leader gets furious and asks if something like that truly happened. He explains that although the elephant clan usually doesn't get involved in others' business, they never forget kindness. Since the monkey once saved a young elephant, he says it's their ancestral rule to return the favor. He agrees to help and pats one of the elephants named Gray and tells him to go. Hearing that, Gray turns serious and accepts the command. But the monkey keeps talking, warning that the demonic snake uses human techniques and is strong enough to defeat a Foundation establishment cultivator. He insists that they shouldn't take the snake lightly and says someone stronger than Gray should go. Gray gets offended and shoots a look at the monkey, asking if he really thinks Gray can't handle a snake. But before the monkey can respond, the elephant leader steps in and asks how far the place is. The monkey replies that it took him 5 days to get here, but for someone like the leader, it should only take half a day. Hearing that, the elephant leader calmly agrees and declares that he'll go there himself. He also adds angrily that once he reaches there, he'll see for himself whether that human is just a traveler or some cursed snake catcher pretending to be one. Meanwhile, Doggy casually asks if Snaky has anything else to say. Hearing that, Snaky thinks for a moment and says that he actually does have something to ask. He takes out a broken piece of bone and shows it to Doggy, asking what kind of demonic beast it belongs to. He says it feels like the bone can disrupt spiritual chi. Doggy looks puzzled at first as the bone gives off a slight glow. He walks closer and says that the bone appears to be made from a tusk, and its owner must have been a descendant of the ancient beast, spirit-devouring elephant. He further adds that the beast's cultivation was likely at least mid-stage Foundation establishment. Snaky then says that the bone did feel familiar to him, and now he understands